Okay guys, we are in the last video of building your list, and now we're going to be talking about advertising and doing free advertising too. So this really so far has cost you $0. You've been able to build your squeeze page. You've been able to, with the exception of the autoresponder, so I apologize for that, but yes, with the exception of the autoresponder, you should have been able to build your squeeze page, integrated the autoresponder, gotten the product, loaded it all up, created a landing page, and now what you're working on is getting the word out. So Craigslist, just so you know, is 10th. It's rated 10th in the country for number of visitors. This is a huge website, and you can advertise here for nothing. Some markets, however, I will say charge money, especially if you're looking to post jobs. They do charge money in major marketplaces like Boston or Miami or San Francisco, but in the smaller communities, sometimes it's free, as is the communities that charge for, things like for sale or personals or community. So you need to kind of go through and figure out, if you run into a place where you're going to have to pay money. What I will say through our own experience is that generally the marketplaces where you pay money, you get your money back pretty quickly. It's not that expensive. It's $20 or $30 to post an ad. But if you post an ad in Craigslist in a free area, the traffic's not as great. But there's no reason why you can't post 3 or 4 ads in different geographic regions in Craigslist. Here's a little tip though. Craigslist has spiders in its software that goes out and crawls in its community internationally, basically on its website, through its database. And if it finds the same ad being posted 2 times, 3 times by the same user, it's going to flag those ads and not let them be seen. And it'll send you an email saying that that ad was rejected. The reason why is Craigslist is really geared, and it's essentially designed to be sort of a local community advertising environment, even though they're international, but they just want local ads in local marketplaces. So they really kind of frown against people, putting ads in multiple marketplaces and getting away with it. But the thing is that it is such a big site and it's so worth advertising in it that if you, there's a couple of ways around this. One, always change the wording. Keep your ads short. Make sure that they're not copied from, something else that you've done. Like what we do sometimes is we create a Word document for Craigslist ads, and we write up like one ad and then another ad and then another ad and another ad. And we know when we run them, and we don't run them all at the same time, and they're months apart. So Craigslist we don't really come up on Craigslist as a problem when we use them for advertising, because we spread our ads out and they're all different, and they're really unique. So Craigslist has no problem with that. They don't like spam advertising. So just don't do that. And another way to get maybe, if you run 3 or 4 ads a day in different marketplaces, all with different text and different, verbiage, you'll be fine. You could run 6 or 7 or 8 a day if you used 2 different email accounts or 2 different Craigslist accounts, all with different ads and different verbiage. So, if you really want to do this, you can. It's just a little bit tricky. But anyway, let's show you how to post an ad on Craigslist. And what I would do is, it's kind of cool because let's talk about for sale, right? And let's talk about books, because you've got an ebook for sale, right? So let's talk about selling a book. So click on books here. And what you want to do is you want to actually post an ad. So you can scroll over here to the top, click on post, okay? And it says to avoid scams. Now I'm logged in right now. If you're not logged in, you'd need to log in to actually post an ad. So this is, they give you a little scam thing here and all that. And obviously you're not scamming anybody. You are planning on giving away a free book, so that's great. So what you need to do is you need to select a category. So scroll down here and let's use the TUI book that you've got posted. And what we'll do is, I don't believe, obviously they have TUI in here, but they do have something says health and beauty, so you probably fit in there. That's probably a good way to do it, right? So health and beauty, and let's put in the title. Okay, I've got the TUI Now website up here, so it is Heal Yourself with TUI Now. Let's put that in here. Go back to Craigslist and just type in Heal Yourself with TUI Now. Okay, the price is going to be $0. And the specific location, you can leave that blank, or you could put in your state or your city, or it doesn't really matter. You just type in New England so people from anywhere can look at it. And then you want to write in a brief description. I'm just going to put in anything here, just fake thing, right? And you can right here it says, you know, reply to cleanarc@gmail. That's my Gmail account, but you can hide that or anonymize it, so your email will show as, you know, sale-xxxx Craigslist.org, right? Then you can add an image, and this is always a good idea, is add an image. So let's just choose a file. We'll go in and we'll find that file. So let me just do that for you. So here it is. Let's grab the smallest one and put that in there. It'll upload. All right. So image is taking too long to upload. Try reducing their size of the image editing software. I think it's in here, so I think we're good there. Actually, I'm just going to put in real text here. Get this free book on healing with Tui Na. Here is to your health. Okay, that's probably enough. You don't need a lot in there for posting a description, and that's about it. That's about it. So before we actually post this ad, you want to add in a link for people to get to. So now one of the things that Craigslist doesn't really let you do is they don't actually let you put in a link that you can that is clickable. So you always need to have the link, you know, available for people to cut and paste. So I always like to drop it down onto the next line so they can quickly highlight it. So what we're going to do though is we're not just going to go here to this free Tui Na and, you know, do the free tuinaweebly.com link. You can. It's really not that long, and people can cut and paste. So maybe that's fine. But if your URL is really long and ugly, you can also take this right here, copy it, okay, and put it right here and drop it in to bit.ly, bit.ly.com. And this is a simple, a very simple, you don't even need to register for this. You can, but when you register, it gives you this nice little box. You can paste things, and then it just immediately creates a little link that you can copy down here. But what it does is it shortens the link. You can see that's a much shorter link. The only thing I will say is Craigslist spiders look at bit.ly or other URL shorteners. Sometimes the spiders grab those and reject them. So if you're getting your ads rejected, don't use a URL shortener. Use the original URL. But sometimes words like free Tui Na ebook or free, the word free, would be looked at by the spider too, and, you know, kick that out because I think it's something that's, you know, sort of spammy. But so you just have to play with it. You can try both, but you can use bit.ly, bit.ly.com, or you can or bit.ly. Either one of those are a valid URL for bit.ly, and it's just a link shortener. All it does is it tracks your link, it keeps it in its database, and anytime anybody clicks on this little short link right here, then it redirects it directly to the link that you just copied, and that's forever. So it's not a bit.ly's very well tried and tested out there in the internet world. So it's a quick look at link shorteners right there for you. But use bit.ly if you got a really long link and try it out, or just cut and paste the one you have in there. I'll go ahead and throw bit.ly in here. So you paste that in here, and then there's your, what I would do is maybe just say, get the book at this link right here, and then put a colon, and then you've got your bit.ly right down there. Okay, so that's it. And then people can just cut and paste that, and I can show you it even works. So if I copy that, and let's just go and create a new tab here, and I'll just drop this in here, paste and go, and there you go. So you can see that that bit.ly link works, and you know you've got a shorter link that's easier for people to cut and paste, but also it's not so long and ugly if people want to type it in. So, so really that's how you get an ad going, and then you go ahead and post the ad. You just go down here to the bottom and hit continue, and it gives you a quick review of the ad. So there it all is. Get this free book on healing with Tui Na. Here's your link to your health. Get the book at this link right there. So people just copy and paste that. And you know, it's got the location, it's got the picture of the book, so that's what the ad looks like. Now I'm not going to hit continue because that actually posts the ad, and I don't want to post the ad because I'm not going to promote this book right now myself, but it's simple enough for you to do. Now keep in mind that this ad will be posted, and then you'll get an email from Craigslist saying your ad, congratulations, your ad's been posted. If it hasn't been posted, you'll get an email saying, this ad was rejected, and you'll know why. It's probably because you've done one of the cardinal sins, which is repeat an ad you've done before or whatnot. But not a big deal, and don't feel bad about it. It happens all the time to many people. So anyway, not a big deal at all. So you've got a good idea now how to post an ad on Craigslist. Is something you need to do every day, because as your ad stales, it falls further and further down the search list on Craigslist, or further and further down the scroll list, and people won't find it unless they're searching for it. So you need to keep these ads going every day. You can just make it part of your activity. And the last thing I want to show you is, in addition to Craigslist, there are hundreds of other websites that you can go to, and I've got a document here. I'll show you these. We've got probably, I don't know, maybe 100 or so different websites listed for you. These are all sites where you can advertise for free, and we've sorted them by their Alexa ranking. So obviously you want to kind of start at the top when you do some different advertising. Go to the site, see if it's easy for you to do, see if it makes sense for you to do. I know Gumtree right here, they're a really cool site. Backpage has got some neat stuff to it. Oodle is a great site. Classifieds.com, US Free Ads. There's some great ones in here. So use this resource to go ahead and start placing other free ads on other free websites. So hopefully this was something that's really useful for you. Hopefully you're a little bit jazzed up about creating a list now that you can market to once you launch your business, and you're going to add value to with your autoresponder and the articles that we've given you. Hopefully this is something that's pretty cool for you guys. We've enjoyed showing it to you, and I'll be talking to you soon, I'm sure. Take care now.